Back to the Big Boss Countdown. Fancy. As I used to say, way back on those AM radio stations. Uh, Countdown of July 30th, 1989. Boy, I tell you what, I can't believe it. When I looked at this fancy playlist and saw the Pixies on there, I thought, man, I'm proud of myself. I put a Pixies record on my fancy playlist. Here Comes Your Man, although it was pop sounding. And the group was initially reluctant to record it because it sounded too pop. Almost like a Tom Petty record. It never crossed over in a big way on the pop charts, but still an iconic alternative hit. Pixies, Here Comes Your Man at number 29, up 7 from 36 on this fancy playlist written by frontman Black Francis. It was originally on a demo tape they made in 1987, but did not make it on their mini album, which was called Come On Pilgrim, and did not make it. The song did not make the cut on their debut album called Sub Rosa. Black Francis was reluctant to put the song on the album, and the rest of the group wasn't too enthusiastic. It sounded too pop. We're an alternative band. We're a new wave band, or whatever you want to call it. We're not top 40. Then came Doolittle. Doolittle probably sounded a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more slicker than Sub Rosa. Well, partly because of the money that went into it. It cost about $40,000 to make Doolittle, which was about 3 or 4 times the money they put into Sub Rosa, the big debut album by the Pixies. And they had another producer, Guy Norton, and Guy Norton believed in Here Comes Your Man and persuaded Black Francis to put the song on the album. They made some changes in the arrangement, a few changes in the arrangement from the original demo back in 1987, and Black Francis, he wrote another verse for the song and put it out. Became an iconic alternative hit. Here Comes Your Man. But you know, when I think of the Pixies, one person I do appreciate is Kim Deal. And when I did a little research on the Pixies, found out that there was some friction, a lot of friction between Black Francis and Kim Deal, to where the group kind of more or less fell apart after Doolittle came out, because Kim Deal, she wanted to contribute more songs to the group. She had her own creative spurs that she wanted to express within the band. But Black Francis, he was the one in charge of the band. It was his musical muse that was being channeled through this band that more or less excluded Kim Deal. Kim Deal left the band. She formed a Breeders with Tanya Donnelly, formerly of Throwing Muses, and Tanya Donnelly, you might remember her in Belly, Feed the Tree. Remember Feed the Tree in '93? And you know, I think of Kim Deal. I was watching Kim Deal on the video, Here Comes Your Man, but then I keep coming back to the video she did with the Breeders doing Cannonball, the confidence, the sheer supreme brilliance she poured, that creativity she poured into that guitar, that fuzz guitar, the sound effects and all that. It just blew me away back in 1993. I mean, Breeders, the Cannonball helped make my fall of 1993. And then there was Defiant Hammer that came after that, which actually was more commercial sounding than Cannonball. But let's go back to the Pixies. This was a fantastic record. $40,000 to make the album. That's how much it cost to make the album. Doolittle. I think I've already mentioned that. Don't want to repeat myself. So I better go ahead and finish up this video. Got the Pixies with Here Comes Your Man at number 29 on my fantasy playlist, July 30th, 1989.